Alright, guys, buckle up because this one kicks off fast. What starts as a calm recording session outside a police station spirals into something way bigger. Matt, the auditor, is quietly taking photos for his Flickr account, but in no time 3 officers storm out as if they'd just caught someone plotting a crime. Their overreaction sets the tone, showing us from the very first moment that this isn't about safety, it's about control.
What's your name?
Matt.
Is that Matthew? Shop Matthew?
Yeah.
Do you live locally, Matt?
Lancashire.
Whereabouts in Lancashire do you live?
Why?
What's your surname, Matthew?
Why? Oh, this is a bit bizarre, this.
Well, it's not bizarre, Matthew. I want to know why you're looking at police vehicles, to be honest. I'm
Well,
not happy
because
you're taking this much interest in the vehicle.
it's just, I don't know, I've just explained what I'm doing.
Right, just stand still, because you're being very edgy and I don't know why.
You're making me edgy. There's 3 years here because I've took a picture of the police van.
I've asked you your name, right?
You're also
Yeah.
doing them, aren't you?
So tell me your name, please.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Why are you still videoing, Matthew?
Say?
Why are you still videoing?
Because I'm nervous.
Right, you don't need to be nervous. At the end of the day, you've got interest in the police vehicle, so that must
Yeah,
mean you're
that's-
also an interest in the police. So having
No,
officers
not at
speaking to
all.
you, well, why
It's
are you
just-
looking at the vehicle? Well, that's all we're asking. You've done nothing wrong. There's nothing to be worried about, is there?
Now watch closely, because here's where the officers play their first card. They immediately demand Matt's name, where he lives, and why he's filming. Then, in the same breath, they admit he's done nothing wrong. Think about that contradiction. If there's no crime, why the interrogation? This is textbook fishing for a justification after the fact, and it highlights how fragile the line becomes when authority tries to stretch the rules beyond their limits.
I've told you I'm just putting them on to upload
Why?
to Flickr.
Because it's not just a picture from afar. You've spent specific time looking around the vehicle at the front and specifically in the cab of the vehicle, and that to me...
I've only got a few pictures, I'm just getting the right ones, I'm not...
Videos of the whole thing. I've been watching you. That's why I've come downstairs.
Yeah, it's just a video, and there's YouTube as well.
But why?
Why not? There's no reason why not, is there?
Why specific interest in that vehicle?
It's not just that one, I just said I'm going to go and get the others, all the other marked vehicles and pictures and stuff.
Okay, but to us, do you see why that might be of a concern? That someone's taking specific note about vehicles and police transportation? I'll be honest with you,
Great.
Matthew, I'm concerned about your actions and your behaviour. Because you're very, like I say, you're very sort of defensive and very sort of...
I've got 3 police people stood here. 1,
Yeah,
2,
just
3.
chatting to you, Matt.
That's why I'm nervous.
Just chatting.
Alright, here's where things heat up. Surrounded by 3 uniformed officers, Matt is told he's being too defensive. But look at the setup. It's not defensiveness. It's self-preservation. When you're boxing by armed authority, staying calm is already a battle. And yet, the officers try to spin his nerves into suspicion. This is gaslighting in uniform, provoking a reaction, then using it as ammunition. Instead of easing the tension, they fuel it.
Yeah.
Just a conversation.
Right, well, yeah, it's like I say, just pictures for Flickr.
Right, so can you give the colleague the details then? So it protects you at the end of the day, doesn't it? Because if anything ever does come of it, or we've got any concerns, we can say...
Nothing's going to come of it. I'm not doing that. I'm just taking some
Right, but you
pictures.
also need to understand that people don't always tell the police the truth. Yeah? Especially if they have something to hide or something they don't want to know about. So if that's not the case, then by all means help us to help you rectify that. Yeah? So you're saying you've done nothing wrong, and I'm not saying that you have, I'm just asking you the questions of what you're actually doing. If you've done nothing wrong and you've got nothing to hide, and there'll be no reason why you aren't happy to pass your details to my colleagues so we can make sure who you are. Yeah?
Here comes a classic line. If you've got nothing to hide, why not give us your details? This guilt trip flips the burden of proof onto the citizen, when in fact the law requires suspicion before demanding ID. Matt's refusal isn't resistance. It's exercising a right. But notice the tactic. Dress manipulation as reason, by suggesting his reluctance equals guilt. They reveal not just poor training, but a troubling disregard for the very laws they're meant to uphold.
That makes sense, doesn't it? That's a rational request. That's not about being scared of police or anything like that.
Yeah, but I know,
That's
but I just don't want my details putting in the system.
It's not about
No one-
it's just us making a note so we know who you are. We need to know who people are on a daily basis, don't we?
Yeah, but I don't want to be on the system though as a
You're not going to go... as
whatever.
what? It's just a person. You take details every single day of the week. That's our job.
Yeah, if they're like under suspicion of up to no good.
It's not about that. You need to understand that it's supposed to play with people while we're asking these questions. Yeah? You're not really giving us an answer.
I have done. I'll give you an answer straight away.
We've got the details so we can verify it all. That's all we're asking.
I've told you what I'm doing though.
Right, but I'm not happy with what you're saying, Matthew.
Great.
I'll be honest.
So I have to give them the details then?
I'm asking you politely to give them all the details, yeah.
And here it is, the breaking point. Matt politely holds his ground, but the officer's patience runs out. With no crime, no threat, no reason, she leaps straight to Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Think about that. Terrorism powers, invoked because a man took photos of a van. That's not law enforcement. That's weaponizing legislation as a shortcut to compliance. The leap from curiosity to terrorism reveals just how fragile their justification really is.
Well, I have to.
You need
Yep.
to.
Right, I tell you what, we'll search you under Section 43 of the
Section 43, the most abused,
Counter-Terrorism Act.
the most abused section there is.
Section 43 of the Counter-
You do know that's an unlawful. I'm not going anywhere. You do know that's an unlawful arrest.
Search you- It's not an arrest.
It's an unlawful arrest.
I'm not arresting
It's
you.
an unlawful
I said you're
detainment.
detained for the purpose
It's an
of
unlawful
search.
detainment.
Terrorism Act. Okay.
And you will learn that this is not a crime.
Okay.
This is not a crime. So you're officially detaining me.
Watch this exchange carefully. Even during the search, officers sidestep their own duties, refusing to give names, brushing off requests for accountability, and leaning on terrorism as a shield. But the law is clear. Stop and search requires transparency. Instead, what we see here is arrogance masquerading as authority. And when nothing unlawful is found, the officer still has the audacity to ask Matt not to film anymore. That isn't policing. That's damage control.
Purpose of
Right,
search.
could I just get your collar number and your name?
Search.
So this collar there, 1639, 2408,
And your names?
19.
No, you don't have my name, not under counter-terrorism.
I don't think so. I'll be investigating this if you do not tell me your name.
Counter-terrorism, you only need a collar number.
Collar number. I'm not a terrorist though. I'm taking pictures of the police
search
vehicles.
is under terrorism legislation.
Grounds for the search,
Therefore,
we've explained, okay, your furtive
So
nature.
your PC 1639 and your name is please.
No.
You need to state your name.
No, don't.
You do need to state your name.
it's not an argument. We don't need
Right.
to, and you're not getting it. You're 1639.
So you're all going to back him up
2119.
when he's in the wrong.
Here's the finale, and it says it all. After detaining, searching, and pressing Matt, they come up empty-handed. No crime, no threat, nothing but a man with a camera and a backbone. Their retreat proves it. This was never about safety. It was about ego. Matt stood his ground, exposed the misuse of Section 43, and walked away with his rights intact. That's how you hold the line. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Is there a sergeant about, please?
Nope.
Right, I am requesting a sergeant because this is unlawful. This is unlawful. I'll turn it off. I will turn it off. Let me turn it off.
What are you doing again now?
I know, I'm allowed
If you're going
to.
to be doing that, you've got to expect that we are going to ask questions as to why you didn't. So we need to keep the public
Yeah,
safe.
I understand that. You've got to ask
Our
questions
main
as to why I'm
duty is
doing
to
it.
keep them safe. That's what we do. We serve the public and we keep them safe.
What's your current address, Matthew?
You can pause that now. You're going to give that, aren't you?
Quite happy.
All right, well, I'd rather not give that then.
Right, okay. That's your keys, isn't it?
So I can ask you, Matthew, to not to do this anymore.
I can't. I'm allowed to do it. You've searched me. You've unlawfully searched me. It has been an. Well, we'll find out about that.
Video, you've been nice as pie and understanding. As soon as you're back on your video, you're starting to be.
Because I was detained. Because I was detained.
No.
I'm not shouting. I'm not swearing. I'm just arguing my case. That's all I'm doing. I'm being cheeky, but all I'm doing is arguing my case. I don't mean to come across as cheeky, but.
You're an edited view, aren't you? Because it's not.
No, I will start it from the very start till when you arrested me or detained me.
You're going to publicise Matthew. All I'm saying is the reason why we stopped you spoken today is an issue of public safety. So that's all you need.
Right.
to understand.
Well,
You're not
I
arguing
will
that.
state. No, I will state it's unlawful, and I think you'll find out very soon that it was. All three of you have acted unlawful, and I'm going to continue to film all the vehicles. Am I allowed to do that, or is that against the law? Is it against the law to do that? No, it's not, is it?